On this next lesson, I want to talk about how to hold everything together when it comes to doing a show. All right? It's important because, let's face it, when you're hired to announce something, people are looking at you as the number one guy. So when anything needs to be said, guess who gets that job? You get that job because you got hired to announce. So being an announcer and knowing how to hold everything together is so important, not to get frustrated, because you know why? People start coming at you from all different angles. Oh, let's have this. You could say this. Hey, you could say this. Oh, here, give me this paper here. Give me this paper here. Oh, I can do that. How about this? And all of a sudden, you're frustrated. You got too much going on. How do you hold everything together? Well, you're the one who sets the tone, okay? As an announcer, you can set the tone. So if you come out and you're announcing a competition and you come out and you start going max to 10 right off the bat, hey, welcome out everybody, and getting super loud like that, well, if you do that, that's setting the tone in the wrong direction. Start the mic, be mellow. I always look at it as there's ingress and there's egress. What's ingress? Ingress is when people are coming into the venue, coming into the competition for the first time. What's egress? When they're leaving the competition, going home. Well, what's the difference between the two, all right? Well, if you want to build to the climax in the middle of the show when all of it's going on, yes, I did say that, but if you want to build to that, well, you start mellow and you go build, and then you taper off, nicely done. Ingress, egress. Ingress coming in, egress going out. So, the same thing with announcing. What's the first thing you do if you crack the mic when you're announcing something? And no one else has been on the mic. You're the first person that day to get on the mic. Well, you welcome everyone. If it's morning time, good morning. If it's afternoon, good afternoon. If it's evening, good evening. See? It's real simple. But you'd be surprised how many people forget that little thing right there. Start it out, introduce who you are, talk about the event, what's coming up, give the schedule, what's coming up, what if you're gonna go to commercials or videos, what's coming up after you go to those. Like, you do all this, you break down the schedule. The schedule is the most important thing too. So you can welcome everyone in the morning time, then you go through the schedule with them, and then now they know everything. They feel like they're set up, and if they need to know where to go, like maybe there's concessions and they can go buy a hot dog or they can go get a soda. Well, you point that to them, you tell them at the beginning too. You break all this down, okay? That's proper announcing, right? You're setting the tone by coming in nice and mellow, controlling it and building to when it gets to that crescendo, and then that's the main part of the competition, okay? If you're frustrated, it shows in what you're doing. So if someone's handing you things and they're getting in your face, and they're here talking about this, you're and this is, and you read it wrong or something because you're frustrated, see, it shows. It 100% shows. When you're frustrated, it shows. And that's what you don't want to be. If it's like a Zen moment where you just gotta go, turn mic on, boom. Hello everybody, welcome out, good morning, good afternoon. Here's what's coming up for you today. That stuff is so money and so important when it comes down to it, all right? If you're frustrated, it will show in your announcing. You cannot be frustrated. Be confident when you deliver what you're saying. How do you do that, Brad J? Third person reference, you like that? Well, how do you do that? By research, by preparing. The more you know, the more knowledge you have at the event you're there to do, you can never be at a loss for words. If you have the history, if you know everything about it and you've studied for days on days, even before, I mean, look, this goes back to even when you first get hired to the job. They may not be paying you for a day rate for the 5 days you're at home before you go to this job, but why not do your research ahead of time? If you're getting a day rate, don't wait and say, oh, I'm gonna wait till the event starts and then I'm gonna do all the research I have to do. If you wanna know the event, start working on it right away. Research, be prepared. The more prepared you are, the more confident you are to deliver. Keep out the doubt. Doubt's no good. You don't need the doubt. So if you're negative and you're doubting what you're delivering as a show, it's not going to come out right. So you got to get rid of the doubt. The doubt has to go. Take a hike, doubt. And you know how you get rid of doubt? Being confident, knowing your event. That's one of the biggest things too. The more you know, the more solid you're going to be. So that helps you get rid of doubt right off the bat. No matter what the role that you're doing, perform it at 100%. Age-old thing that my dad told me many, many years ago. Brad, you're probably going to be a janitor someday. And not that that's a bad thing. Janitor's a great job. But what my dad meant by that is like, and if you are a janitor someday, you need to be the best darn janitor in the entire world. You need to win janitor awards. That's what you need to do. That's what my dad told me. So basically, be the best that you can be. Being the best that you can be is announcing. That's being prepared. That's studying. That's doing the work. That's how you be prepared. That's how you're confident. That is how you perform it 100%. And if they tell you to be there at 9 a.m., guess what? Be there at 8 a.m. Go above and beyond. Be ready to go. That's important. You also got to remember one thing. As the announcer, you are the glue that's holding this thing together. When you are the main announcer and you're introducing bands and you're talking about a competition and you're talking about sponsors and you're sending it to other hosts or a reporter or whatever, you're the glue. You're the one. You got to hold it all together. You got to bring the quarterback of the football team. You've got to be the one to make it smooth. And your transitions into videos, into other announcers, into commercials, that's so important. That's huge. You're the glue. Hold it together. Be the MC master. Be the master of your domain. If you know everything, that goes back to being prepared. If you know everything about the event and you have it on top of your head, then you are the master. You can control and do whatever you need to do and direct these people where they need to go and what they need to listen to because you're the MC master. Be confident, huh? Break the mic? Hey, confident. Be confident that you're delivering what you're doing, okay? Don't be, okay, everybody. Today? No. Confident. Hey, what's going on? That's confident. I'm here. I'm ready to go. And once again, I'm going to go back to this one. Be prepared. Preparation is the key. Not preparing is preparing to fail every single time. The more you know, the better you are. That's how you hold everything together.